Welcome everyone. I've come down here this evening and we're going to try to get some of this live edge trimmed off of our planks now and see what kind of material we're actually going to have to work with here. I hope you guys enjoy this video. This has been a lot of fun, a really cool project, the chainsaw mill, getting all of this set up. Let's get started and thanks for watching. Definitely no shortage of sawdust. I think what we can do, slide these in across here. Beautiful afternoon. And we want to see what we're going to start ending up with here. As far as width. That's better. Boy, the acorns is dropping out of the tree. You guys watch your head. We're liable to get clunked by one of them. It's rough sawn lumber, so you're never going to make it perfect unless you go through all the milling process of planing and squaring. Boy, that is a heavy, tough looking piece of wood right there, guys. Like I said, more than enough sawdust to go around for anything. That's fine. It's just a smaller diameter mulch. And Granny Jill has put some of it to use already. While we're getting set up here, I would like to take the time to thank everybody for watching and all of our new subscribers. We've had a really good month. We've gained over 110 subscribers in the past 30 days. Thanks to all of you. We really appreciate it. And I really hope you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. Give this thing a second look, because once we cut it, it's too late to go back. have to move this thing around too much. I know the thicknesses are 2 inches, so we can use these for stickers. Drying the rest of them once we get them all milled out. This thing's still heavy. Wow. Let me bring you over here to look at that. I said this in the first video when we were starting to mill this stuff. The old timers, when they was using the crosscut saws, they would build a similar table to this. However, it would be the distance to where one man could stand on top and draw the saw up or push down, and there'd be another guy down below like this. And that's how they would mill this large lumber like this. And can you imagine being able to cut enough of this, again, to build small towns? Not only just their personal cabins and barns and things like that. I mean, these guys were workers. Again, we're with the chainsaw and things like that. And I'll tell you, you just think of the overall back power that they was using. Wow. But as soon as they'd get this stuff cut, another thing they would do is primarily nail it straight up. Because if we were nailing this into place using purlings, bottom top plate, you could absolutely get this nailed together and then allow it to cure and dry, and it really has stood the test of time. You can still see it in some of the old barns and cabins that are still standing today. Having trimmed this back with a chainsaw, that wasn't bad. I was using the bottom of the saw to set here to keep the saw square. Straight edge on it ain't bad. So they would consider this ready to go someplace, and we can still narrow this down. I think I'm going to leave this that width right now until I determine exactly what I'm going to use this stuff for. But yeah, that turned out nice. All good wood all the way through it now. Well, got a couple of spots here, but solid. Now that's not bad to get down to a finished product like this, where we started like this. I mean, just absolutely picture that down to a workable board that we can use now. And the only thing you see wasted out of the tree now is dust on the ground. Now I'm going to lay these that we cut off the edges down, mark these to length, and put these down for slats underneath the other boards dry. That's another thing to mention about the Pioneers. Could you imagine your axe in your hands and your crosscut saw in your hands and walk up to one of those big redwood trees out in California, out on the west coast, right? You're looking at a 6, 7, 8 foot diameter tree. My goodness. And then proceed to cut them down, roll them down to the water, and take them to the mill. I think I'm going to cut these in 4 footers. Pencil out of here. Now this table has come in handy already. Be able to come down here and have your material up far enough to where we can throw these logs in for an extension of the work table. Don't really have to square it, but I'm going to. Gotta get it to fit in here. And I am positively getting too old to be down there trying to mill this stuff off the ground. I don't think I could do it, unless I had to. We'll just stick you right in here if we don't break you. A little bit further back. Just about like that. Turn it on. Oak is one of the more durable hardwoods for construction that you can use, and obviously makes a great finish wood as well. But again, you get this stuff nailed into place and let it cure. Now speaking of nailing, this oak is something you're not going to just walk up and start driving nails into. So now back in the day, the pioneers, they were using square nails, and a blacksmith was making those to suit to the wood. So being able to make the nail that will actually penetrate this wood. But a common 16 today, you try to drive that in that, it isn't going to happen. So you're either going to have to use an air gun, pre-drill the wood so you can actually nail it together, and an old trick was to put soap on the nails, or oil, something that will make it slide through there. There's another one. Jamming at Christmas. Wow. Not bad. Now, I'm going to finish the rest of this up. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, thanks to all of our new subscribers, as well as thanks to all of you that's already been supporting the channel and watching the videos. This stuff right here is going to go into whatever we build, and it will last a really, really long time. And this has been a fun project. This is the cool stuff, is getting down to, we know wherever we go with this, the next move, we'll be hopefully using it on something that we are building here on the property. So the finish side of this is getting really close, and not many knots in this stuff, and the edge of that is just absolutely phenomenal. So it really doesn't matter what we choose to build from it, it's going to last a long time. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one. It's time to put the saw up. It's dinner time.